Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Bring it in. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
They can't hang with us.
Ryan now going to try to run the option left. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Mike 25, 51, sub. Come on, let's go.
They'll run here with Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Hey, sub. Check 59. Mike is 59. Let him go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? Get ready. Let's go, defense. Gun. Let's go, defense.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And guy's man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there, Ryan to Jones, 48 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
15 more yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and goal at the
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They toss to Freeman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Second and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Duke Riley providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Ryan now going to try to run the option left. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Back 25, 20, 20. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. They'll let this go for the end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A gain of 9 brings us 3rd and
2. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second.
Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, 78 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
It's now 3rd and 4.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13. Greystone, travel.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wright's got it. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They go play action here on 1st down. Complete to Wright. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. This is McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That's it. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long. Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen. Anything to score a point. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 7, Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty. It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating,
the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Guys. He's coming in motion. Hey. 54, south. At 25 the mic. We'll go 25 the mic. It's a party now.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Murray. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Newton now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Banks. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. Newton now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This is Scarlett on the carry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, check. Blue draw Corkers. Guy. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Mike's 59.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight. Freeman gets through and now an opening. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Freeman. 71 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And now here's another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
At the 42-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready? There's a tip, ready? Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check it. Gun. Ready?
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. Mike is 59, Mike is 59. Right. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check. Twist. Protein spill.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Just like that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
59, got it. 280. 51. It's just me and you. Let him go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, he's going to go for it all, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 16-yard touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will get them one closer. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons, and that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Freeman again. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Ryan now off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different